Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome.
Welcome. Delicious. Hi, everyone. Juan and Steve here on Food for Thought with Catering by the Family, which we'll talk about a little bit about how Steve got started, where the future of Catering by the Family is, and then in the future episodes, we'll talk about some new food items, different decor, maybe wedding or just catering and event trends that are happening. So, Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started in this catering business?
Well, it started back in 1976. I was in high school, and it was just, we opened up a little sandwich shop in South Tampa. We were in business for about 3 months, and we won the Cuban Sandwich Award. And so this little Italian-Spanish restaurant came out of nowhere. So it just blossomed our business. And then after that, a couple of years went by. I was going to school and working there in the family business, and kind of cousin came in from California and said, "Hey, I need you to do some catering." And I'm like, "Well, what's catering?" And he said, "Everything you do here, all this wonderful food, just put it on trays and serve people."
Right.
I was like, "Great, wonderful, let's do it." So we did it, and just opened my eyes to a whole nother side of this food service industry. And I was like, this is what I want to do. You know, people are paying me to party with them. This is great. I was like 19 years old. And that's really where it started.
That's awesome. And then you moved from the sandwich shop, a couple locations before we got here to our location on Cypress.
Yeah, we were in a little sandwich shop, moved down the street, so I was close, so they could help support it. And then about 2,000 square foot building, still on Henderson Boulevard. We were there for about 6 or 7 years, and we outgrew that. Then we came up here on Gray Street into a 7,500 square foot building. We were there for about another 10 years, and then we found this location, which is 18,000 square feet, our commissary, and the rest is history.
Kind of the hub for everything.
Yeah.
Starts here. Yeah. And I think going through the business and being to where we are today, and kind of what the vision that we've talked about. I don't know if everybody knows, but I think you're traveling a little bit more now. You're kind of taking maybe a little bit of a step back. Is that even? Do we call
trying.
it? We're trying.
That's our goal.
We're trying.
That's our goal.
He's trying to take a step back. We're pushing a little bit, letting him enjoy.
Right. Well, I need to get out there and explore what's out in the other countries and Europe, and see what's new things are coming and happening in food, and enjoy the rewards of our business. So it's exciting to look forward to it. We got a trip to Spain coming up in a few weeks.
Very nice.
So we're excited about it.
I didn't get invited to that one, so no.
Maybe next year.
No, and I think that's part of, listen, the exciting part about, I was here, 6-7 years ago, and took another opportunity. We stayed friends, not even friends, family, really. I know that's cliche with Catering by the Family, but I think about, what was it, about a year and a half ago, we started talking about what would it take. And I think it was even in a joking way, to be honest with you, right? Like, it just kind of, I think you were out of town, and I took a picture at your desk. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. And I asked, I'm ready to take, or I think you replied and said, when are you ready?
Right.
And I think that's when the joke kind of I think it started as a joke, and then one thing led to another. But I've always enjoyed this business, and you're right. People are paying us to party with them. I think that's the 19-year-old you.
Right.
Now they're paying us to make sure that their events are memorable, and being from what you did my baby shower, you did my daughter's birthdays, my wedding. All those events are things that we still remember, right? And it's
they're just wonderful memories with families. It's like now we're doing daughters' weddings of the people that I did their weddings 25 years ago. So the excitement is going to see them and seeing their faces watching their daughter get married, and being part of their next line of their history and their family. So it's a very rewarding business for me. So it's really exciting that, some of the new things that are going to start happening. Some of our chefs are changing.
Well, yeah, we had we have a new executive chef, which we'll introduce on a future episode. But Zakari just came on with us, right? And came in. I mean, in full force. Has already made some significant changes and updating the menu items and all those things that we're doing right now behind the scenes to kind of make sure that the events that we're putting out are top notch. And I think I'm excited about that part.
Yeah, I mean, it's, sometimes people look at us as though they're.
Say it. Go ahead.
Well, it's nice to bring a breath of fresh, young fresh air.
Right.
With great ideas and new ideas and what the trend is now. Even myself, sometimes I get into a rut where it's the same old thing over and over and over. And at this point, it's time for us to, step up and really flourish on what he can provide for us.
Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right there. I think a lot of some of the trends that you're seeing there too. I mean, we have very, very. I think once people taste our food, it's hands down.
Yeah, I mean our quality has always been top notch. Our service is great. The food tastes good. It's we come from a Latin background of half Italian and Spanish, so how could you go wrong? It's
right.
We flavor our food and we give plenty of it.
Right, that's it.
So with those things, we've been successful. Now it's time to step it up.
Right, and I think Zakari will bring those things to the table for us, along with new menu items and maybe modernizing some of the classics that we have. That also, because you don't want to get rid of those classics; those are the ones that have sustained the business, right, through all the years.
Right. It's just you're putting that beautiful little sweet touch to it. You're changing it. The presentation's different. It's the same things, but in a different way.
Right. Well, I'm excited to continue moving forward and helping, taking the baton and leading the company in the direction that, that we feel we're going to head to, right? Which is going to be those. I mean, we already do the bigger events, right? I mean, the big events are there. It's a matter of just bringing in all those skills that we've talked about and getting the higher end, the beautiful hors d'oeuvres, the beautiful plated sit down, the custom menus that Zakari can bring.
Right.
And I'm excited about that part. So I think in the future episodes we'll talk about some of his new menu items, and maybe even get to taste some of those on the show.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thanks for tuning in on Food for Thought with Catering by the Family. Please be sure to comment below if there's any questions or topics that you want us to discuss on the next episode. Once again, Salud.
Salud. Thank you for watching. Let's get back to work.
Yeah, let's go.